Sam Scory is one of the founders, and he says many restaurants quickly jumped on board.
You know, the entire industry is built on immigrants.
Josh Phillips is owner of Espita Mezcaleria. He says for years they've been printing at the bottom of each receipt, "This meal was made possible by immigrants." He says some people complain about that statement.
Nothing we do in places like this is possible without people like Maria.
Oh, my dreams.
Maria works in the kitchen at a Virginia hotel and dreams of owning her own restaurant. It does not stop with the food, it's about the money too. Some of these restaurants hosting these chefs are donating a portion of their earnings each night to organizations providing assistance to refugees. I'm Lorenzo Hall, WUSA 9.
Fascinating menu choices around town.
Unbelievable.
And
you know my
great-
problem?
What's that?
I like all types of food.
Yeah?
Yeah, it
that
doesn't
means
matter.
that you're adventurous.
I guess. Yes, a little large too, but adventures.
Oh,
yes.
goodness. You
All
have
right.
a venturous spirit here with all this rain.
Well, here's the deal. There's an end in sight. Okay, so that's good. We have to get through tomorrow. We have a yellow weather alert for tomorrow. Yes, more storms are possible. In fact, I think it's going to be more active with more coverage of the storms, if you will, tomorrow than it was today. But we had some activity. It was pretty heavy in upper Montgomery County. Last couple hours, heavy activities kind of working its way up 95. That was the same complex of storms that caused some flooding in northeastern Montgomery County. And we have some storms kind of just popping up now out of Prince William County, headed into Fairfax County. And notice the little red there, just northeast of Dale City. That'll produce rainfall rates of well over an inch per hour. And it's going to head off toward Burke and maybe even all the way to the airport. I don't think this is going to completely collapse, so it could be at the airport shortly after midnight and maybe Annandale at about 11:40. Again, heavy downpour is the main threat. And this was the deal in northeastern Montgomery County. So in between 27 and 108, Laytonsville to Etchison, almost 3 inches of rain fell, and because of that, there still is this aerial flood warning, and that goes until 3:15 in the morning. And we say it all the time, if for some reason you go to work tomorrow, do not cross a flooded street by car or by foot. Okay, all the kids are out of school now, so now we got a Jeep on here. Camp forecast, here's the deal. 74 at 7 o'clock, 78 at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and then upper 80s on the afternoon. And when the kids come home, 3, 4 o'clock, there could be some showers and storms. And again, some of them could be a little bit on the heavy side. A few could be reaching severe limits. So temperature-wise, we have to get through tomorrow in terms of heat, 91. Then temps go down. Cold front finally kicks everything out of here late tomorrow night. Won't go through until late tomorrow night. That'll give us a refreshing Friday and Saturday. Yes, it'll be warm, mid-80s, but it will not be humid. Back to 90 on Sunday, and then we go back in the mid-90s on Monday. Little sign of a little tiny heat wave developing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday of next week. But what a weekend. 84, fantastic on Saturday, not humid, 90 on Sunday. We'll keep an isolated storm in, but for the most part, I would not plan around that. Guess what? Here we go. Essentially a slight risk of severe weather up and down the eastern seaboard tomorrow, head of the front. And the threats, we know them by now. Damaging winds and large hail, isolated tornadoes not out of the question. Okay, so our headlines. Yellow weather alert, storms tomorrow. Warm but not humid on Friday. After some morning clouds, a really nice day. And then again, this weekend, very nice. Warm Saturday, hot Sunday, just an isolated storm on Sunday. What are our impacts from our yellow weather alert tomorrow? The morning commute's fine. The evening commute, moderate risk. Down trees low, flooding moderate, power outages low. We have to keep the down trees and power outages on there because some of the storms will have some damaging winds. Again, morning, not a problem. Some patchy fog, perhaps. HB will take care of that in the morning. Look at that, mid to low 70s. By mid-morning, upper 70s. And then by afternoon, early afternoon, a couple of showers could pop, maybe an isolated storm, but I think the main event's going to be between about 3 o'clock and, say, 8 o'clock. Here it is at 4 o'clock, some big storms down to the south and west. They roll through at 6 o'clock, temps in the 80s, and another batch of storms come through late tomorrow night with the front itself. So, yellow weather alert tomorrow, and then that's it. We're in pretty good shape after that. We're looking at 85 on Friday, 84 on Saturday, a couple of really nice days. You know, summer arrives Friday. That's our first summer weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Again, 90 on Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, hot, around 90. A slight chance of a thunderstorm, a little bit of a heat wave building next week.
All right, well, it wasn't a good look, but did it get the job done?
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover.
There you go.
You know what, Max Scherzer, listen, the dude broke his nose and has a black eye, but how did Max Scherzer put together one of his best performances of his career? That's next.
These are some of the dangerous